Para business leaders dan intellectual business community, kita lanjutkan dalam seksi ketiga. Topik kita hari ini, is yours a learning organizations? Kita belajar bagaimana membentuk learning organizations dengan narasumber kita, Jens Reis, CEO dari Allianz, dan rekan-rekan dari intellectual business community. Okay, Jens, if you have any comment on the Pak Bunadi's questions, whether you also have an aim that by building these learning organizations, you want to also prevent your employee to move to other company. I mean, every company wants to prevent their good employee to move to other companies. If they're bad employees, anytime you go out, please. But it's good employee they want to prevent. But is there any connection between being a learning organization and preventing employee to move to other company?
I mean, in Allianz, I do myself all we call them exit interviews. So in the 5 years I work in Indonesia, every person leaving Allianz I interview and I understand the reason, whether it's open or not.
Will they be honest to you?
Well, we try. At least I have to show the commitment, right, and try. I think we know that only by forming the Allianz Indonesia Corporate University, we will do one thing, and this is, I think, the development side. We will have in a better positioned way, but we will not be able only with this tool to retain, right, all the talents. So I think today we have various factors why people are staying and working in Allianz, hopefully for the long term. One part is, I think, development. One part is also career development in Indonesia, but also internationally. We have a factor of relationship is very important. By the way, in Asia, the leadership survey shows us that in Indonesia, the relationship factor between the person to the boss has the highest importance. That was the survey from Allianz in many Asian
for which level? I mean,
from managers up. So
yeah, I think for middle size, middle managers. So I mean, for the lower level, maybe number one is the income.
Could be. No doubt. I mean, we have various factors, and I think I must say openly that one element why forming the Allianz Indonesia Corporate University was clearly also development of employees and retention of employees. I mean, that is very clear.
Okay. So yes, we also have heard from you the Allianz Indonesia Corporate University. So in the Allianz Indonesia Corporate University, you combine all these learnings and training into one roof, as you said. Is that what you mean with the Allianz Indonesia Corporate University?
Correct.
Yeah. And how do you see this Allianz Indonesia Corporate University in the total plan of learning organizations? How big is the importance of this? I mean, in terms of percentage. I mean, Allianz Indonesia University is a part of the total efforts of being a learning organization.
Correct.
But how big is, I mean, that kind of institution?
Well, I mean, we have basically done now a clear curriculum development. This means the areas which are important for us. So we say today 3 elements for Allianz are of key importance. One is service, one is leadership, and one is where we say our corporate principles or corporate values. So in this case, all the 3, regardless if you are an employee, an agent, regardless if you work in Jakarta or in Jayapura, everybody must understand these 3 elements and must have, that's our vision, one bahasa, satu bahasa. So we have outside the more coordinated training effort also best practice and knowledge sharing. So I think we have today, when it comes to service, to innovation, to customer focus, all these areas today you cannot only train, but we have to get input from Allianz in Asia, from Allianz worldwide, and from our own people here in Indonesia. So in this case we will do a lot of coordinated knowledge and best practice sharing within the umbrella of the corporate university. By research in Indonesia, we know the first question usually the media is asking, is this a public university? So we have made our decision that we say, for the time being, Allianz Indonesia Corporate University, we have teamed up with one strategic partner, Binus Business School. We take this first for our all Allianz community. Our basically employees and agents. on a second step, we want to also consider whether we open with certain internships, certain sponsorships to either the public or either our own employees' families or agent families to basically allocate them or to basically link them closer to our company. No? So this is, I think, at the moment, these two elements. We have not gone so far as, for example, General Electric, which uses their university partly very clearly also for marketing, selling, by also inviting their clients for courses. No? But if I say one example today, bank assurance, Allianz also sells its products through various banks here in Indonesia. Part of the university is also that we provide and offer training to bank staff. That we offer training to service staff from our business partners on the agency side, nationwide in Indonesia. And I think the inspiring part today, and that's the feedback maybe after the first months in operation, is we get lots and lots and lots of feedback from our own people who are willing to be a trainer. And that's, I think, the most rewarding, I can say, as a person maybe representing the management. But this one, I think we can be also proud of, and it can be a joyful journey if you achieve that more and more people are willing to be a learning champion in Allianz.
Okay, so if we say that the journey to be a learning organizations, let's say you make it 100 score or 100%, by completing this Allianz Indonesia University, how many percent have you completed?
I would say maybe today 30 to 40.
30 to 40.
So we have, I think, you know, it takes, I may share this, in order if you see your organization, and we have, I think, many also management colleagues, entrepreneurs here in the room, everybody can ask himself or herself the question, seeing my organization, how would I structure the training? And you will see it is not one night exercise and one day exercise. It takes a lot of time to analyze thoroughly what is the training needs. What is your vision? I think first and foremost we need to be clear where this company wants to go. And I think after we have identified the vision, we need the people doing it. So what skill sets of people do we need? What business skills do we need? What competencies do we need? And what inspiration do we want to have? And I think the inspiration part is for me that our corporate values, in order today, if people explain about Allianz and about what is the value of Allianz, it's trust and many other things that we want, if people are in Ujung Pandang, Manado, Jakarta, Bandung or elsewhere, that they speak the same language. So this is of course one aim we want to achieve.
Okay, maybe from the audience want to give comments or ask questions?
Learning organization atau yang mulai beberapa organisasi dinamakan knowledge management, tujuannya adalah untuk memastikan kinerja perusahaan tidak tergantung pada keterampilan maupun pengalaman individual tertentu. Mestinya kan begitu ya. Nah, saya melihat di sini tujuan itu akan lebih mudah tercapai kalau perusahaan juga mempunyai sistem atau proses kerja yang sangat mantap. Karena tanpa itu learning organization itu sendiri juga akan bisa berbuat banyak. Itu buat saya. Ini didasari oleh pengalaman saya ketika saya di Unilever, karena sistemnya begitu mantap, lalu area manager bisa diganti-ganti, marketing manager diganti-ganti, bahkan direktur penyebut diganti-ganti, nggak terlalu masalah karena proses dan sistemnya mantap. Nah, pertanyaan saya, sejauh mana kaitan itu antara kedua-duanya?
Oke.
Saya boleh comment, I think this pertanyaan sangat-sangat bagus and penting, and also saya mau share mungkin satu experience-nya dari Allianz. Kalau dulu kita determine the vision, kita jump langsung ke idea of people development sama university, tetapi kita juga lihatnya ada satu missing point, dan I think komentarnya dari Papa I think is sangat-sangat correct. Di Allianz juga kita lihat, before we jump into university, kita harus develop satu development manual, so that we all have satu grading structure atau satu format untuk integrated career development. So contohnya ada banyak format, tetapi di Allianz we have 10 grade, dan seluruh courses di sini juga link into corporate and functional career path untuk karyawan. So I think ini juga sangat penting. Kalau ini tidak ada, saya yakin juga dengan training kita tidak bisa mencapai hasilnya maksimum. Yeah.
Oke, thank you. Ya, Pak Adi, jadi memang kalau kita ngomong learning organizations, this is the next step ya. If the standard aja you belum complete ya, proses aja masih belum beres, then do your homework dulu ya. Do your homework, proses sudah beres. But now sekarang lebih dari itu, bagaimana we have a learning organization, dalam arti kata tadinya anybody yang pergi bisa di replace, but it's for standard function of that position. Tapi this is more than the standard functions. Apa yang you sudah pernah pelajari, apa yang experience yang sudah pernah you dapat doesn't go away. Ya, yang lebih dari standard function doesn't go away with you when you move. Tapi will stay here in the company because we pay for your trainings, we pay for your experience juga gitu kan. While you doing your work, you get paid and you get the experience. Experience-nya tinggalin dong gitu kan, jangan dibawa-bawa kemana. You bawa lagi, your part you boleh bawa, tapi kemudian tetap ada part yang you have to put it in the organizations. Oke, kita harus move ke dalam seksi yang keempat. Jadi buat para business leaders dan intellectual business community yang berinteraksi, yang memberikan saran, pendapat, ataupun komentarnya, silahkan SMS ke nomor 0896 kali 788. Buat business leaders ataupun intellectual business community yang terpilih akan mendapatkan buku Talent on Demand, terbitan dari Harvard Business Press, salah satu partner kita dalam acara ini. Kita akan masuk ke dalam segmen berikutnya.